Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday morning. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Tonight is part one of the 2-episode finale of Bachelorettes. The next part will be next Tuesday, so no Monday episodes to end the season here. Football reigns supreme on Mondays. All right, I'm under the weather. I'm feeling like a train ran over me today. I've been doing stand-up shows all night and making tons of content all day, and I'm exhausted. But I am alive, and I am relatively healthy, and I'm here to deliver the news for you. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals if you want absolute fire happening in my comment sections, and also I'm on Patreon. I'll be there live today at 10:15 a.m., patreon.com/Dave Neal. So we have James McCoy Taylor sharing his side of the story of what went down. As you know, yesterday we reported on the very bizarre story here where he was caught urinating outside of his truck, and then the cops told him, you better not drive home, and then they saw him start to drive home, and of course he admitted to having 6 alcoholic beverages, and then they found an 18-year-old in the passenger seat of his car, and then he was arrested for a DUI, which, by the way, again, his mugshot does look fantastic. As far as mugshots go, that's about as good as you could ask for. I added the bars for effect. They didn't actually take the mugshot behind the bars, but you know me, extraordinaire in the thumbnail department. Now, we're going to get into this story, but as you know, every day for the last month, we've been promoting different teachers in our community, and today's no different. Hi, Dave. I'm shooting my shot here since I've been hearing on your YouTube videos that you like to support teachers. Honestly, thank you for using your platform for something that has the ability to have a positive impact on more than one person. My name is Mrs. K, and I'm a second-year kindergarten teacher in a small town in California. A lot of my kiddos come from low-income families, and I would like to continue to provide game-based learning opportunities for them that they might not be able to see at home. Hey, why don't you invite me down to your kindergarten? I want to play games. This sounds like fun. So anyway, the link's in the comment section below. You can click on any of these game-based learning programs here, and they range in different prices, so you can donate depending on what kind of money you can give. But we appreciate you there for supporting us, Mrs. K, and we got your back. Let's get into this story. So, of course, and you know what? Credit to James McCoy Taylor for, I don't want to say getting in front of this story because it's a couple days late here, but he posted the photo of his mugshot that he was arrested. It's almost like I wonder if he's going for one of those like, Fulton City, Fulton prison kind of vibes. Like, I've been arrested, they got me, but this isn't like a political prisoner. This isn't someone that was arrested because of their convictions. It was someone who's arrested because they drank and then drove. So here's what he has to say. Let's address the elephant. I was going to say the elephant in the room, but it was in a parking garage where allegedly he peed. I was arrested in College Station. My attorney advised me not to say anything yet, but y'all know me. Very candid, very open. I guess I'll meet him in the middle and keep it short. Maybe not as detailed as I'd like, but let's start with some facts. I went to Aggieland for the A&M App State game on Friday. The L still hurts. Game was the next day. I was stoked about my first game this season I'd be attending. Had a few drinks with some buddies at NG. So I need like an investigative team to understand all of these Southern, A&G, App State. The only apps I know about are Bloomin' Onions at Chili's. Okay. All right. You can tell I'm on a diet when I start talking about food. I didn't lie to the officer. I told him exactly that, and I thought and still think I was pretty responsible. Stopped drinking a while before coming back to my truck. Which, by the way, I'm not saying people should lie to an officer, but if a police officer pulls you over and says, do you know why I'm pulling you over? Your answer 100% of the time should be, I don't know why. Because you have to make them give you probable cause. Now, obviously, they caught him with his dink in his hand, shaking a little dew off the lily, if you know what I mean, peeing. So, that's I'm sure, a citable offense in the first place. By the way, I love people in Texas, though. They're like, oh, it's the Lone Star State. It's the land of the free. And then it's like, yeah, but God forbid you get caught with a joint on you. You go to federal prison. You know what I mean? All right. I never even left the parking garage. I did pee by my truck. I passed all 3 field sobriety tests with flying colors, I might add. Wish I could expand. Please do. Expand away. I still told me I was under arrest. He searched my truck while I washed, and I questioned the decision. At one point, I made jokes to the other 2 officers, asking if this was the guy's first day on the job. I said I wish the FBI searched Hunter's laptop as thoroughly as this guy searched my truck. They were actually both fighting back laughs. Later in the cell, I told the police who the arresting officer was, and they all made faces kind of saying, yikes, bad luck, you got the hardo. All right, so they made faces, and he's saying those, and then he's putting like words in their mouth. My dad's pistol was in my truck. A girl who I assumed was at least 21 because she was right by the bars at 2 a.m. couldn't get a hold of her roommate. Said she didn't know if she had a way in her place. She was literally calling her roommate from my truck when the officer approached my door. I don't even know her name. She was nice and definitely not incapacitated, as people are saying. My two buddies, that's what the cop said in the official police report. My two buddies I was staying with and going to the game with were waiting on me in the hot tub at Aspire 2 minutes away. I went to the truck. So they were waiting on me in the hot tub. Now, we're going to show some photos of him in the hot tub. I went to the truck for my bathing suit. I was tied up literally, so not sure, but think the girl just walked away. I called that one officer an idiot. I shouldn't have. Also told the other two they were awesome. I think I look like I felt in my mugshot. Fine, normal. I hope they release the body cam footage. Love y'all, even the haters. All right, so I'm not really a hater so much as I think he's a grifter, and I said that last time. And I had about 30 people unsubscribe from me, and it's actually interesting because you have like sort of this like cultural war where you have people on the right calling people on the left snowflakes, and then people on the right complaining that people on the left are cancel culture. And then the second I make a video about a sort of like one of the sort of country musicians that represents the MAGA movement, people want to unsubscribe. I thought we were okay having conversations. I thought we were okay poking fun at things. Now, a grifter is somebody who, as I mentioned last time, I know reading comprehension isn't the best, suit in today's world, but a grifter is somebody who is selling an idea to others but not living by that idea. They're a con man or woman, okay? So when I call someone a grifter, that doesn't mean everyone who is in the MAGA movement is a grifter. It means the people that are selling the Kool-Aid to others are the grifters, and we should be mad at them. I actually respect more so the people in the MAGA movement that actually believe what they're doing, which, again, isn't that many people in my eyes. Okay, but that's my belief. If you need to unsubscribe because it's too much to handle on a conversation like this, I get that, but just understand, like, the road goes both ways. Like, that's cancel culture. That's saying, oh, I can't handle what this other person's point of view because it's different than my own. So James McCoy Taylor is a grifter. Made this video yesterday.
Some respect for our police and a wall at the border.
We all want respect for our police. During the arrest, police said he became verbally abusive towards the officer, called him an idiot, among other things, and made threats to have the officer fired and would press charges.
Some respect for our police and a wall at the border.
All right, so that's our guy right there. That's it, folks. That's it. That's a grifter. That's somebody who doesn't live by the things that they preach. So someone had commented this: obsessed with the fact he thinks this helps his case. Admits to drinking that night, admits to driving the car, driving drunk, but only in a parking garage isn't the loophole you think it is, buddy. And neither is the cops laughed at my jokes. You know how many drunk idiots cops laugh along with while they dig their hole? All of them. And of course, his former lawyer was Erica Rose. Is that her name, Erica Rose? Was it in there? Who was also a member of Bachelor Nation. I guess he said his lawyer, so maybe that's not his lawyer anymore. Do I have it right, Erica Rose, or is that I want to make sure. Yeah, Erica Rose, that's her name. Okay. Anyway, so we got that part. Now let's keep moving along. So if you guys don't remember, this is where sort of the James McCoy Taylor story began, when he posted, "See y'all in D.C." for, of course, what became the insurrection. And then we find out that he actually didn't go to D.C. He went skiing in Colorado. That, my friends, is a grifter, someone who doesn't follow through on the actions they're encouraging others to do. People lost their lives that day, and he's over there in the bunny slopes. He said this didn't age well. Looks, so people were accusing him of being at January 6th because he said, "See you in D.C." And then, of course, he files a defamation lawsuit, which I think was dropped immediately because Us Weekly and Daily Mail said he was in D.C. because they assumed, since he said, "See you in D.C.," that meant that he was going to D.C. So I think I spoke with my friend Abigail Thomason right here, and this was over a year ago we did this story where she basically said, look, these media companies probably have a cause to say that he was in D.C. I mean, that's what he led people to believe that. So anyway, he it goes on and on and on. But we have more info on this story. Here are screen grabs from some douche MAGA. These are date card pods words. You can decide if this person's a douche or is MAGA, who partied with him the night of the arrest. Here, this is from Jenna from Date Card Pod on Instagram.
You already know what's up, the boys.
It's we're out here. How did you see who I was and who I was gonna be? He's not Evan 23.
We got the musical talent here.
All right, so he turned 24. All right, I think that's enough of that. Oh, let's go back one.
To the people that were gambling. And she was basically going back to her. Can you
So this is a police scanner in the background. We don't really know why, but this is James McCoy Taylor. Apparently I don't know what it means. Maybe someone in the comment section could let me know. This is him beforehand in his bathing suit. I guess that means his story didn't line up because like why would he have his bathing suit? Like this was in the hot tub. I don't know. I don't know what this all means yet, but we're gonna figure it all out before being arrested and booked in a cell with swim shorts on. You assumed that this lady was 21 because she was near a bar, not even in one. What a POS liar creep. That won't hold up in court, my guy. Plus, not to mention, it's still very predatory when you're 36. I also want to remind people can subscribe, unsubscribe. It's really no big deal. Because I have to be authentic and true to myself. That's what's important to me. I have to sleep with what I believe, and you guys can do the same. But it's funny that I make a video about a guy urinating in a garage, drunk driving, having an 18-year-old half his age in the car with a gun, which, of course, you can't have a gun in your car. I don't care if it's your dad's or someone else's. You can't have a gun in your car if you're driving intoxicated. And then tries to get the police fired, even though he says like he supports the police. And I'm the person that you have to unsubscribe from. That's just interesting to me. But that's really, everyone can do what they want. I'm just going to call it out and go, that's kind of weird. So here is a couple TikToks regarding James McCoy Taylor calling him out.
Blind duet, this new country song. Let's see what we got. Oh, immediately no. What is wrong? Are Republicans okay? What are you doing? This is...
I
want a president.
Oh my God! What happened to idolization? What happened to true Christianity? What?
Right, so he goes on a rant and says, what happened to idolization and true Christianity? And again, this isn't a knock on Christians because I like to look at where we stand with our 10 commandments and different Bible verses and things like that, because a lot of the Bible verses and a lot of the commandments, if not all of the commandments, are general moral positives. They're general. I mean, don't get me wrong. Things get twisted and converted for power when kings take over religions in the past. This has all happened. We've talked about it. But when it comes to idolatry, he's got a point. 1 Corinthians, do not be idolaters, as some of them were, as it's written, the people sat down to eat and drink and go up to indulge in revelry. Therefore, my dear friend, flee from idolatry. That's Corinthians. John, dear children, keep yourselves from idols. Put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature, sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. Which, by the way, he does a lot of that. He had the immorality, impurity. So anyway, what this... TikTokers saying is we shouldn't be treating any of our political figures like they're gods. That's essentially what they're saying. So regardless of where you fall on the political spectrum, I think we should all agree that we shouldn't treat them as gods. I mean, it's one thing to have a bumper sticker. It's another to have like photoshopped images of people of former presidents on Rambo shirtless oil photos, and that's kind of I feel like it's a little disrespectful to the flag to have it like so much waters down the flag to I don't want to say it's desecrating of the flag, but to have other flags that will pull from the American flag. Do you know what I mean? Does this make sense?
I tell y'all I have time today because this man preaches so much holier than thou all the time. Oh my goodness, like I support the cops, I support the sheriffs. Those of you who don't, y'all are scumbags. Listen, I love when karma catches up to people. So I'd give you the background on this man, but anyways, he was on The Bachelorette, didn't make it very far.
All right, so we got all of that. But yeah, karma catches up to people. And it's like, all right, I understand that there are bad cops out there. Absolutely. I've been saying this, that we should be able to support law and order, but understand when it goes too far. Understand when it's underfunded, when it is undertrained, underutilized, when there's the wrong people working. Obviously, there's a huge problem within police when it comes to protecting the blue and protecting their own. There's plenty of evidence that's covered up. That's not a good thing. But I think overall, we need to do a better job of protecting our communities. We need to do a better job of protecting our people. And by doing so, we need to have a better trained police force. I think, I don't know exactly what went down here, but it is ironic to be preaching to back the blue, and then 1 out of the 3 that treats you a certain way, you call an idiot and try to get him fired. I think we can all agree there. Maybe not. Hey, here's a fun video. Let's do a fun video. Here's James McCoy Taylor pretending to be this young lady's father. to get her a free sundae.
Excuse me, sir. I'm her father, and I was wondering if she could get a free ice cream cone if she does a flip for you. Flip? Yeah, if she can do a flip, you give her, excuse me, sir, a free ice cream cone if she flips.
Yeah.
You do it right now?
Yeah.
Like a backflip.
Yeah,
like a big old backflip right here. Right here for the store for a free
if I
cone.
get a free ice cream cone.
I give you a free Sunday. How about that?
Free Sunday? Even
Show.
better. Ready?
There you have it, folks.
Right.
A free sundae.
That's my girl.
He goes, that's my girl. Okay, is it though? That's the real question. All right, look, what do you guys think? I mean, we're gonna keep making videos that are aligned with the content that comes to us. Okay, so sometimes I'll have a preview video for tonight's episode, and maybe we'll still be talking about this. That may happen. For the people that say I come to your channel for Bachelor content and Bachelor content only, so quit making political videos, boy. For those people, go find somebody else. Someone promoted Bachelor Fan Take. He's a very nice Bachelor-focused account in Canada. It is ironic if you're like, go USA, and then you don't want to, watch a content creator from the United States. But I'm just kidding, folks. I'm just kidding. Go watch him. He's one of the finest out there that does his thing. We look at the world through the lens of Bachelor on this channel. So if there's something Bachelor related, we'll talk about it. Like James McCoy Taylor being a grifter. We'll talk about that through the lens of the fact that he was on JoJo's season of The Bachelorette and all that jazz. But for the people that are trying to control what I do, just remember, it ain't your channel, and you can subscribe or unsubscribe, but the comments are kind of futile. So anyway, if anyone wants to support our teachers, we've got a teacher list there in the comment section below. We appreciate everyone's generosity. I'll be live at 10:15, cold or not, whatever has got me down. It might be allergies. 10:15 a.m., patreon.com/Dave Neal. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Double check. You might not be subscribed. We have 30 new subscribers to win back. And follow me on Instagram @DNeals. Bye, everybody.